Purple is nothing less than a revelation from director Steven Spielberg. True, he's given us memorable films with great emotion before, specifically E.T., of course, and my personal favorite, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. But both of those films involved encounters with aliens from outer space. In The Color Purple, an adaptation of Alice Walker's prize-winning black feminist novel, Spielberg deals only with people on this planet, mostly blacks growing up in Georgia from 1909 to 1943. And he is just as brilliant at reaching our hearts, and that's a big compliment when you're comparing it to films like E.T. and Close Encounters. To be very blunt about it, this is one of the best movies of the year, helping to save a very disappointing holiday season. The Color Purple, the book, is about two sisters, but the film focuses mostly on just one, Celie, played by comic actress Whoopi Goldberg in a brilliant movie debut. She's a put-upon girl, sexually abused by her father, sold in marriage to a brute who won't even let her read the letters that her dear long-lost sister is sending her. Danny Glover, the kindly worker from Places in the Heart, plays the cruel husband.
Morning, Mr. Huntley.
Morning, Mr. Johnson.
I brought you some fresh baked cookies made in my stove.
Well, thank you. Now, they look
You can bring the
good.
plate back tomorrow. Have a fine day, Mr. Huntley, and keep the plate.
Anything come for me?
He'll never let her see it if it did. One of her husband's other bad habits is he's really much more in love with a juke joint floozy named Suge Avery. Here's her arrival at Celie's home. It devastates her.
Hey, Celie, get here. Celie, this Suge Avery, friend of the family. Fix up the spare room.
I can't move. I can't move. I need to see her eyes. I feel like once I see her eyes, then my feet can let go of the spot they stuck in. You sure is ugly.
Well, the pain on her face there is very real. The emotions in this film are flawlessly performed. One performance is better than the next. One of my personal favorites is a tough-talking, independent woman who is sort of a model for Celie as she gets stronger throughout the film, played by TV talk show host Oprah Winfrey. It's a terrific first performance, and Spielberg gets a lot of credit for getting think about it, two great first performances on film from Whoopi Goldberg and from Oprah Winfrey. The growth and change of most of these characters is memorable. Their pains and joys seem real and not manipulative at all. And at the end of the film, there's a scene that can't help but bring tears to your eyes. Sometimes critics throw that line around and you think, they're just saying it. This really works. Honestly earned tears. I love The Color Purple from start to finish. I feel sorry for people who miss it. A lot of Oscar nominations are going to come out of this picture.
I don't cry very often at the movies. You know, maybe once a year, maybe once every 2 years.
I don't even do it that often.
And it's very rare when it happens. And sometimes when I do cry, I find it's just like in this movie. I don't cry at the sad places. I cry at the happy ones.
I did.
And the moment
we must have done it.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
I was so overcome by that, and of course it's earned. It's not just a happy ending that's tacked on.
Let me tell you something.
We have been there with this woman from the beginning of this movie right down to the end. We have lived her life with her. This movie gets underneath her skin, and it's amazing to me that Spielberg could make this film in a way, because all of his other films, even the really heartbreaking, real good ones like E.T. and Close Encounters, which you've mentioned, have also been special effects and action. This is a drama. It's straight ahead. It's the story of people's lives, and it works.
Well, what's remarkable to me is we didn't see this film at the same time in the same theater, and when the moment comes, it hits you like a ton of bricks. I'm just glad, because I was getting real down on the movies this year, and not after seeing this film. All it takes is one.
Spielberg never seems to let us down. Well, sometimes, but not this time. Thumbs up, though, for The Color Purple. We both think it's one of the year's very best films. Another, but not quite enough of them.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Certainly not enough of Vanessa Angel, that's for sure. But The Color Purple, right?
The Color Purple is the real winner.